Good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. And if you're new here, this is the disclaimer. I vape. I cuss. If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. But today's topic of discussion is something I've been trying to put the words together pretty much all week because it's been back building. Anywho, so give you a little update as to what is going on with me. If this is your first time here, I have a string of abusive relationships that got me to this point where I needed to talk about them on YouTube. And an interesting break in the whole topic of discussion was the fact that I broke my knee. Well, I tore my ACL. And then, of course, we have the presidential election. And just to give everybody an update if they haven't, been following along, I pour concrete for a living. So right now I'm doing desk work for the concrete company that I work for. Anyway, when you are one of the 10 females in a man's world, it is not unusual for females to get pursued by other drivers. And I'm running into this again. Now, this particular one was that it came kind of out of nowhere. Anyway, so bad relationship guy worked with, still works there. Second person that came in like right after, and I really wasn't ready to even entertain anybody. I was still in the thick of the trauma. This guy like fed on my insecurities, and it was just basically after dealing with his bullshit for about 2 months. he had talked to me real harsh one day, and I was like, fuck you, peace out. Met someone online, was talking to him, just gabbing and texting. He just seems to be a little bit clueless. Yeah, just ghosted that one. And then another driver. God, I am like icky caca. I was coughing my head off yesterday. It was so dusty in the building. One of the dudes that I work with, he calls me sis. Well, he calls all the females sis, but he's like a big brother. Anyway, yeah, he was like, you okay? I'm like, it's so fucking dusty in here. I'm sneezing and coughing, and I ain't got nothing wrong with me. He's like, yeah, it is pretty bad out here today. The wind is causing a lot of it to come inside. It was pretty gross. So anyway, so another one, and then I told him, I said, no, I just want to be friends. We'll go riding bikes or whatever, and So I was asking one of the managers one day, I was like, he disappeared from the payroll, from the roll call sheet. He's like, did he really? I was like, yeah, you didn't notice him missing? I was like, where'd he go? He's like, I don't know. He didn't say goodbye. I was like, yeah, it's kind of fucked up, right? Because I'm a tomboy in a general respect. I ride motorcycles and I hang out with men most of the time because men have no drama, right? Unless they pursue you, and then they bring drama. And so, just to clarify that. Anyway, so what I am dealing with, and I had started watching Natalie Clarice to see if I am seeing this correctly. I don't fall off my A game here. And she has a video out, and I'll find it, and I'll tag it below. And you can watch her and determine whether everything that I'm talking about right now aligns with these red flags that she's discussing. Now, first of all, the first thing she had mentioned was if they are in a transitionary period, they are undateable. Well, yeah, this guy is separated. He's not got his own place. He had to buy a different car because apparently the car he had was left at this ex, soon to be ex separated from wife house. All his tools, all of his stuff, right? Okay, so I've got that. Take note of that. So he's got a different car. And then, so he's acting concerned because, of course, I broke my knee at the beginning of January. I think I reached out to him somewhere around, I was already at work. Or I might have been on my week that they were seeing if it was just a sprain or whatnot. That kind of thing. In any case, I reached out to him because when I went to his page, I went to see what he was doing, see if he had changed like his occupation, see where he was at. Because our company liked him. He worked his ass off, right? And I was reading a lot of his posts, and he was kind of like aligning with some of the crap that I would put out. And I was like, hey, you doing all right? You know, how's things? So he took my act of concern and for his, emotional well-being as probably a backdoor interest, and there was none. I was just like, hey, you left abruptly, what happened? It was like out of nowhere, you were gone, right? And so as concrete mixer operator to concrete mixer operator, and being able to communicate with guys better than I do with girls most of the time, kind of started, finding out exactly what was going on. And he said, yeah, it was a bad breakup, and, just to be able to get as far away from her as possible, he had to leave the job, right? So after talking to him about a lot of his dynamics, now, she is not his only wife. He has one before her that he had 3 kids with. And one of the things that he had said when he had come to, stop by the house it was just a Saturday. And it wasn't for very long. It was almost as though he was on like a 4-hour time limit. Because that's about all he was here for. Hang out, chit chat, eat, peace out. Because I don't drink, so what are we going to do? It's not like we're going to go meet at the bar and hang out and, do appetizers and, chit chat in a public place. It's just, yeah, I'll cook you something. Whatever. Come on over. You're not the first person I've cooked for. I used to bring sandwiches to the guys at work. Anyway, just, I got a buddy of mine, actually. I need to go see him today. I doubt I might make it over there. It's raining. May have to wait till tomorrow. Anyway, dude from high school. And I'm good friends with. It's like, we're like the Terror Twins. Yeah, we could actually pass as twins. We're raised in the same area. Kind of weird how you adopt each other's facial features. So anyway, in any case, this individual starts to, become too close. And I start kind of trying to dodge it. Right? It's like, we're just friends. Well, I sat there thinking about it, and I was like, well, maybe he just needs, just time, right? And I don't go with, if he was that interested in me, he would have probably shown a lot more intention. So what he does is, one, he ends up in a hotel room with a puppy. I didn't even know about a puppy. Until he took a picture of him being in a hotel room with a puppy. I'm like, why do you have a puppy? Right? Now, apparently, he got this puppy about 3 days before my surgery. Okay? Now, he knew I was going to have surgery. I told him I got surgery scheduled. I'm going to be down. I sent him a video. This is what I'm going to be dealing with. Right? I do not hear a word. It's like, morning, how you doing? I'm good. Well, that's good. I'm at work earning that money, right? Because I said, why don't you, before you start pursuing me, maybe you should get a divorce first. It's kind of like dropping that hat. So, pick up all the hours you can. Get your money going, right? Anyway, he's got himself in a financial hole. Is basically what I'm suspecting. And then he goes and buys a fucking dog. Now, I'm not opposed to dogs, but he's got a puppy of like a fucking German Shepherd or some shit. They are fucking wild. And for 2 years. And you need to have somewhere to fucking walk them and run them. And they got to be, socialized. And they got to have fucking training. And not a smart move to get a dog. Given his situation, is not a good, smart move, right? So, knowing, and he was talking about how he wanted to come down to this area. Well, I'm sitting there thinking, no, you ain't gonna move here. Well, you definitely ain't moving here with a dog, because I don't have a fenced yard. And I am not gonna trap a dog inside a cage, nor am I gonna let the dog roam free inside my fucking house and come home with my furniture chewed to shit. There's that. So, yeah, they outside during the day, or have an area, mudroom, where a dog house where they can be inside, where it's acclimated, it's got air conditioning and heat and, food and whatnot, and they have a doggy door. That kind of thing. Because otherwise, no. Absolutely fucking not. I've had a dog. I know how much work they are, and that is a stupid move on his part. So anyway, we had a conversation this morning because I kind of started to ghost him. What was it? Thursday afternoon. He had said, "So how's my girl?" And I'm sitting there like, "I'm not your girl." I was just like, no. He did not take what I said seriously. Like he thought I was just saying that, I don't know what was going through his head in that regard, but economically, he sucks. Financially, he sucks. He doesn't have his own house. He's not divorced from the second train wreck relationship, apparently, according to him. And then right before I get surgery, he gets a puppy. And then while I am trying to recover or anything, he, call here and there, text here and there, but, doesn't, after work on Saturday, doesn't get cleaned up and come down and be like, "Hey, I'm coming down to help you clean your house. Just take care of some shit, just so you don't have to." If he had that much intention. So I was looking at that factor too. And he didn't. So technically it wasn't what he did, it's what he hasn't done. So I kind of, and then he throws this in my face and he tries to manipulate me. And this is a conversation that we had. Give you an idea. Okay. He says talking is supposed to solve solutions to questions. And I said talking is usually solutions to problems before they are created. You have too many problems that require solutions of your own effort. However, instead of solving those problems, you create more. Puppy. Now, apparently he was staying somewhere, didn't really specify where, and then took a picture of the puppy in the hotel room. I'm like, why are you in a hotel, and why do you have a puppy in a hotel, right? Long story. I said, where's the puppy go while you're at work? Oh, he stays with a friend. No details. Right? Anyway. So, I said, I don't want or need that in my life. Friends at work, but that's it. We're good. Right? I don't need to talk to you every fucking day. He's like, you don't know me well enough, you know, to make that kind of judgment. That's rude. And I said, well, I'm just being honest with my opinion and how I feel at the moment. And so, yeah, I guess I'm just being honest, and I guess that's rude. So, okay, I'm rude. I don't care. But yeah, it basically, he's like, I don't know what I did. And I'm sitting there thinking, it's not what you did, it's what you didn't do. You didn't fix your shit. My training days are over. I'm not going to train a man how to think and take care of problems. I'm not going to sit there and try to solve your fucking problems for you. You expressed interest in me in such a regard, but you didn't take into account that I own my fucking house. And you don't even have anywhere to live, and you went and got a dog. Now, should I have gotten emotionally involved with this individual, was I going to end up taking on responsibility for a puppy that go through 2 stages? Was he expecting to move in with me? Where was this going? Or was he going to string me along because he's not divorced? He hasn't pursued the divorce papers. Now, the divorce is, for something of that kind of a divorce, is pretty cheap. There's no kids involved. It's basically irreconcilable differences. I'll take my shit. You keep yours. I'm packing up. Get the fuck out. That kind of relationship. That kind of divorce. Split whatever. You know, like fucking credit card accounts, crap like that. You never put anybody on your own. You always keep your finances separate. Anybody who's smart keeps their finances separate. Seriously. If you get a joint account, you get a joint account that you individually put money in to share, but the majority of your financial assets or incomes and stuff is separated. Eliminates a lot of fucking headache. Crazy conversations. So anyway, so having watched her and realized that this guy is a walking red flag, and I kind of sensed it to begin with. It's like, nowhere to live? No, you're not moving in with me. Then he went and got a dog. No, we're not doing dogs. The house isn't done yet. Even for me to get a dog. And if I got a dog, I certainly wouldn't get a fucking German Shepherd. I'd be getting a fucking Yorkie. Pomeranian. Seriously. I ain't dealing with no... I had a giant dog. I know what they require. My arms can't handle it. Anyway. So, if you're in one of these toxic relationships and you are not prepared for the manipulation, it is a very good chance you will get sucked back into it. I almost did. Almost did. Once. And then after that, I was very cautious, reading the situation, psychoanalyzing the individual dynamics of what they say. Yeah, they don't have to go into gross detail. It's just principle that this man has been separated from this woman for going on 2 years now. It's not a custody battle or anything like that. It's a split the assets, relinquish irreconcilable differences, put your shit in storage, go find a fucking apartment and call it a fucking day. No. That's not what he did. Something is amiss here, and it doesn't make sense. Something is not telling me. So, question, how much is he paying in child support? That kind of thing. So the only thing he did that I don't agree with, not that I don't like dogs, but he got a dog. A puppy at that. Wasn't like a, big fat old dog that's going to sleep all the time. No, he got a puppy that pee on floors and chew shit. Yeah, that kind of crap. Yeah. That's about the only thing he did really wrong. But it's a bad choice, nonetheless. And a very unthoughtful choice, because now he's got the responsibility of this puppy, and I have surgery, and he's talking about all of this, he wants to be, involved with me. Where are you going to put the dog if you need to come visit me? Because no doggy is going to come in this house when I've got open wounds on my legs from surgery. That kind of thing. Was he have any intention of coming down and helping me while I was recovering? No. 2 weekends in a row. Not even after he got off work. Go home, shower quick, and head down here. Say, hey, I'm here to hang out. Just to help you out. Nope, nothing. So, even if I had given it half a thought, think, okay, he needs some work, but he's a nice guy. Yeah. Intention is everything. Yeah, they can talk all they want. But if the intention and the actions aren't there, and you start to put the entire equation together, and it starts to get fucking messy, it's probably best that you don't get your heart involved. That's why I love Natalie Clarice. She's the type of person, you get to know each other. That's why you don't jump in bed with people right away. This is why you get to know them on a personal level. Because eventually, they're going to be on their best behavior in the first 3 months. And then they're going to start showing their true colors. It's kind of like my sister. She got married to the guy they met in August, whatever. They talked on the phone for a while, or, she had gone down there a couple of times to, on, coffee date type of thing. Met him at Christmas. He seemed real nice, But by about February, March timeframe, Easter timeframe, before he had proposed and then they got married in June, he started to show his true colors. Now, she didn't see it. I did. And I'm the pariah. So I'm the type of person, it's like, I don't fucking like that. And then I get shunned for speaking up, saying, I didn't like that. And I still don't fucking like it. But she married him. My daughter expressed concerns. She said, I don't like him. Yeah, I don't like him either. I said, he seems like a nice guy, but he's a fucking botard. Something wrong up there. She's like, yeah, her husband, he pushed a trunk in front of the door when we were staying with them the weekend they got married. I was like, why did he do that? And she goes, he said he got psychopath vibes. And that's when he told me he's like, call your mother. See if I'm reading this wrong. And I said to her, I was like, no, you ain't reading it wrong. I got the same thing. See how it goes. Nobody's going to speak up, and even if we did, no one's going to listen. Because he's charmed everybody else. It's the ones that can see through the bullshit are the ones that get shunned for speaking up and saying, no, this is not a good idea. And this is one of those, I got, literally, he said I was rude. I was like, well, sorry. I'm being honest with you. You want me to continue ghosting you? I should have just done that. It eliminated that whole conversation. But the fact remains is he doesn't realize the mistakes he's made. He doesn't realize what he did wrong. Even on the most minuscule, regard. Oh, check it out. Oh, there we go. Eee. Thank God. Good times. Anyway, so hope you learned something. Watch her videos. She's awesome. But yeah, every single thing. Now my internet's going crazy. Every single thing that Natalie Clarice had talked about when I ran across those videos this morning, this man basically, yeah, walking red flag. So. All my electronics are fucking berserk. I'm waiting for the damn Alexa to go crazy. Anyway, so y'all take care. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Peace out.